Hello, welcome back to BlendARTrack Live Noding. In this episode, I want to share with you the breakdown on how I created this kind of like a human face god machine, Deus Ex Machina. It's actually pretty simple, and I'm using geometry nodes in Blender. And the breakdown, basically, I first capture my face using an app called BlendARTrack app. So I mentioned this app before. It's available for Android and iOS. It captures your face, and you basically can get this shape of your face perfectly, and you can actually create your own FrontMan mask from Squid Game if you want to, using this method. But we want to be creating this Deus Ex Machina kind of god face, but instead of baby face, we have adult face. So yeah, this is what you get. And what I'm doing here, however, I turn it into this kind of scrambled lines. If I actually delete the driver, it's gonna be static, and it's actually really stable. This is only possible with the latest Blender 3.0. Let me show you what this is. You can make all kind of variations, but what I did was basically I'm instancing this cube that has been scaled using this random value. Okay, this one actually doesn't work, but we can scale this cube so it's whether you want it to be vertical or horizontal. And this is going to be the instance for our face over here, animated face. And let me bring back the seed. Yeah, so it's like it's looking like a little bit like a TV screen. Okay, anyway, the nodes that's responsible is this instance on points geometry, and I'm using the stable ID, and this is important. Without the stable ID, the points will be changing on every frame. You need to plug this stable ID from here, from distribute points on face. So originally, without the geometry nodes, this guy is looking like that over there. Actually, let me get rid of the displays as well. So see, this is what being captured by the iPhone or the Android, just the face. And then with geometry nodes, I need to scale it 100 unit scales in order for distribute points to work properly with the density. Okay, so geometry goes into geometry nodes, and I scale it 100 times and distribute some points on the surface of this mask, and the face will still be animated. And I'm using the stable ID everywhere. Everywhere there's ID, just plug this stable ID. So there's 1, there's 2 here, and there's instance on point stable ID. By doing that, it's gonna be stable. If I disconnect everything, you're gonna see this is actually, it's gonna be flickering. It's gonna be flickering more, even if I turn off the frame. So this is not good. You want to have stable ID for the instance. Okay, so see, it's not flickering unless we are randomizing the seed ourselves. Okay, so what's happening here? Instance on points. I have a bit of randomizations other than instancings. Like for example, here I can control the push and the pull of the instance, you can actually animate this to create a more interesting Deus Ex Machina. This is just the basic version. Within the matrix, this thing of course represents all these little robots matrix, but in our case it's just simple and it's not doing anything, just flickering. So this is random value that's pushing the position of the instance, pushing and pulling just like displacement. And then the scale, okay, scale is just simply randomized. Again, you can control whether this is horizontal or vertical. These days maybe more like verticals. I like it. It's looking like a stream of water. Yeah, it looks slightly creepy, but it's pretty interesting. And yeah, all the ways goes in, and then I assign it a simple metallic shaders. You could actually do something different. You can replace this with instance objects, like in this case just random objects. Turn on pick instance. Now we have like a kind of like a recycled junk, and the face is, this is actually stable if I'm not wrong. Okay, if we turn off the seed, this thing should be stable. Oh, okay, I'm wrong. It should, well, it shouldn't be flickering if the ID is stable. Maybe I miss one of the ID. Anyhow, yeah, we have this machine face that's being generated from random instance from this collection. Just a cylinder, torus, monkey head, gears, icosphere. So all of this contributing to this giant head. Alright, so like I said, if you actually want to wanted to turn this into like a mask like this, you can, using your own face. You can just get rid of geometry nodes, go back to the original, view, frame selected, right click, shade flat, and then decimate, and then turn on symmetry. This should be the boss mask, and turn on triangulated. I think that should help, and make like the minimum face. You can of course reshape it. Okay, the symmetry doesn't work 100%. Maybe just use mirror. Yeah, because the face is symmetrical for this mask. You just need to make the eye cover, and you have this FrontMan or the boss mask from Squid Game. Alright, so there you go. Hopefully you find this interesting. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.